Hi, I'm Jennifer Stepp, and I am here to set the record straight once and for all about the misinformation about taxpayers reimbursing developers for infrastructure. As a council member that is a part of the approving or disapproving of many of the new developments, and as a member of the Utilities Committee, and one with a working relationship with both the Planning Department and Public Works, I have the knowledge and the experience and the relationships with staff to make sure you get the correct information. And the truth is always important, and the truth always is my goal. So let me be clear in stating once again, the city does not pay for a developer's infrastructure in the neighborhoods they are building. It is done solely at the developer's expense to meet the requirements set by regulations, law, and code. Now, at the point it is finished, the infrastructure then becomes the property of the city, who will maintain it with the associated fees received through the services we provide. Again, it is the developer's responsibility to install and pay for the infrastructure associated with their projects. Now, let's get more specific. It has recently been stated that the city is paying for the infrastructure for a new development out in the Chapel Grove area called Arcadia. Let me give you the facts. The statement is wrong. As always, that developer is solely responsible for the infrastructure for the needs of his development. But in this specific area, there is a need for the water lines, the force main, and the lift or pump station to be upsized for future capacity in the basin area, especially when it comes to potential future firefighting needs. The city is only reimbursing the developer for the upsize cost, only the upsize cost, the cost associated with bettering the infrastructure above what is necessary for the developer's project itself. Again, this is because we will need more capacity in that whole area. And it makes more sense to do it at the same time as the developers installing their infrastructure for the development. And it saves us money in the long run by doing it now rather than going back later once infrastructure for the development is in the ground and houses are there. So in the end, it actually saves taxpayers money. It's being proactive rather than reactive. It is smart planning for our future. So again, to be clear, the city isn't reimbursing the developer for the development infrastructure, only the improvements to improve the system by upsizing it for additional capacity for future needs. In fact, here is the specific language from the contract with the developer. Section 4D states, applicant shall be reimbursed only for the cost to meet the upsize requirements of the city for the on-site sanitary sewer pump station and the off-site sanitary sewer force main. So let's get the correct information out there. We shouldn't use incorrect or incomplete information to persuade voters by telling them tax money is being used for a private business's expense or that taxes could be reduced if we weren't helping all the developers. It is simply not true. Here's where true leadership is shown, and knowledge and experience is essential. I have experience and knowledge you can trust. I will always fight for our taxpayers and make sure taxes and fees are as low as possible while making sure we are improving our infrastructure for future needs. As always, I'm happy to discuss further because I have been and will continue to be a true representative that has the citizens' best interest at heart. And remember, the truth matters, and experience truly matters.